1. History of computers. The history of computers is a fascinating journey that stretches back centuries. From rudimentary mechanical devices to the all-powerful machines we use today. Here's a whistle-stop tour of some key milestones. Abacus, 2000 BC. This accent tool, still used in some parts of the world, is considered the earliest ancestor of computers. It uses bits on rod to perform basic arithmetic operations. Slide rule 160-21. This mechanical analog computer allowed for calculation like multiplication and division. Pascal line 1642. Invented by Blaise Pascal. This mechanical calculator could add and subtract numbers with gears and wheels. Difference and Genie, 1822. Designed by Charles Babbage. This machine made to automate mathematical tables for scientific calculation. Stroke never fully complete. It laid the groundwork for future mechanical computers. Analytical Engine 1833. Babbage's vision for a general-purpose computer. The analytical engine incorporates concept of memory, processing, and control flow, similar to modern computers. However, limitation is technology prevented its construction at the time. Harvard Mark I, 1944. The first large-scale electromechanical computer, built by IBM, was used for ballistic calculation during World War II. ENIAC, the electronic numerical interactor and computer, ENIAC, was another pioneering electronic computer, even faster than the Mark I. It was used for complex scientific and engineering calculation. Colossus 1943, developed by the British during World War II. Colossus was an electronic computer designed for code breaking. Its extent was kept secret for many years. Transistor 1947. The invention of the transistor revolutionized computing by replacing bulk vacuum tubes. Transistors were smaller, faster, and more reliable, paving the way for miniaturization and mass production of computers. Integrated circuits, or microchips, 1958. The development of ICs, which integrate multiple transistors onto a single silicon chip, led to even smaller and more powerful computers. This miniaturization is what we call Moore's law, which states the number of a transistor on a chip double roughly every 2 years. Personal computers, 1970 present. The introduction of personal computer (PC) in the 1970 marked a turning point. These user-friendly machines made computing accessible to the general public. The rise of the IBM PC and Apple computers further popularized personal computing. The Internet and World Wide Web, 1919 present. The development of the Internet and the World Wide Web in the 1919 revolutionized communication and information access. Computers become essential tools for work, education, and entertainment. 2. What is computer? A computer is a programmable electronic device that can store, retrieve, and process data. It can follow a set of instruction programs to perform complex calculation, store and organization information, and communicate with other devices. 3. The main function of that computer. The main function of a computer is to process information. This includes taking input from a user, storing that information, performing calculation or manipulation on it, and then outputting the results. Here's a breakdown of the four main functions of a computer. 1. Input. Computers take input from users through various devices like keyboards, mic, scanners, microphones, etc. This data can be instruction, text, numbers, image, or even audio or video. 2. Processing. The central processing unit CPU is the brain of the computer and performs the actual processing based on the instruction provided. It performs calculation, logical operation, and manipulation on the data received as input. 3. Storage. Computers store data on storage devices like hard disk drive, HDDs, solid state drive, SSD, or even cloud storage. This allows users to save information for later use and access it as needed. 4. Output. The processed information is then delivered back to the user in a human understandable format. This can be displayed on a monitor, printed on paper, or played as audio or video through speakers. 4. The purpose of computers can be viewed in two ways. 1. From a technical standpoint, computers are essentially information processors. They take input from user through keyboard, mic, etc. Store that information, perform calculation or manipulation on it, and then output the result in a human understandable form on a screen through speaker tag. 2. From a broader perspective, computers are tools designed to assist humans in various aspects of life. These include 1. Automatic tasks and reducing errors. Computers can handle repetitive or tedious tasks much faster and more accurately than humans, freeing us up for more complex work. 2. Providing access to information. The Internet, powered by computers, allows us to access a vast amount of information, from news articles and education resources to research paper and entertainment. 3. Enhancing communication. Computers enable instant communication and information sharing across the globe through email, social media, and video conferencing. 4. Boosting productivity. In various fields, computers help automate workflows, analyze data efficiently, and manage information effectively, leading to increased productivity. Facilitate creativity. Computers provide tools for graphic design, music production, filmmaking, and more, empowering creative expression, advancing scientific discovery. Computers play a crucial role in scientific search by enabling complex simulation, data analysis, and medical imaging, leading to breakthrough and advancement, enhancing learning. Educationally resources and online courses are readily available through computers, promoting personalized learning and expanding education opportunities. 5. Computer components. Computer components are the individual parts that work together to make a computer function. Each component has a specific role, and they all need to interact seamlessly for the computer to operate effectively. Here's a breakdown of the key components. Central Processing Unit (CPU), often referred to as the brain of the computer. The CPU is responsible for processing instruction and data. It's the component that fetches, decodes, and executes instruction from software application. Random access memory, RAM. This temporary storage holds data that the CPU is actively using. RAM allows for quick access to frequently used data. When you turn off the computer, the information in RAM is erased. Storage device. These components store data permanently. There are two main types of storage device. One, hard disk drive, HDD. HDD use magnetic storage to store data. They are slower than SSD but can hold much large amounts of data. 2. Solid state drive (SSD). SSD use flash memory to store data. They are much faster than HDD but are typically more expensive and have less storage capacity. They are much faster than HDD but are typically more expensive and have less storage capacity. Motherboard. The motherboard is the main circuit board that connects all the other components of the computer. It provides a communication pathway for all these components to function together. Input device. This device allows users to interact with the computer and provide input. Examples of input device include keyboard, mic, touchscreen, scanner, webcams, and microphones. Output device. These devices take the processed information from the computer and present into the user in a human understandable form. Example of output devices include monitors, printers, and speakers. Graphics Processing Unit (GPU). While not essential for all computers, a GPU can significantly improve the performance of graphic-intensive tasks such as video editing, gaming, and 3D modeling. 6. Computer type. Computers come in various shapes and sizes, each designed for specific purpose and user needs. Here's a breakdown of some common computer types. The personal computer, PC. Desktop. These are traditional computers with separate components like a monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU tower, and external storage device. Desktops offer power, customization option, and the ability to upgrade components for future needs. Laptops. These are portable computers that integrate all the essential components: CPU, RAM, storage, display, keyboard, and touchpad into a single unit. Laptops are ideal for portability and convenience, but they generally offer less processing power and upgradability compared to desktops. 2. Workstations designed for personal use. Workstation provide superior processing power, graphics capabilities, and multitasking abilities compared to typical PC. They are ideal for tasks like engineering simulation, 3D modeling, and scientific computing. 3. Servers. These computers act as central storage and processing hubs for networks. They manage data, resources, and access permissions for multiple users within a network. Servers are typically more powerful and reliable than personal computers and run specialized server operating systems. 4. Mainframes. These are large, high-powered computers designed for mission-critical tasks that require massive data processing capabilities and high level of security. Mainframes are often used by banks, insurance companies, and other large organizations to handle enormous data sets. 5. Supercomputers. The most powerful computer currently available. Supercomputers are used for complex scientific calculations, simulation, and weather forecasting. They can process massive amounts of data at extremely high speeds. 6. Mobile device. This category includes smartphones and tablets, which are essentially miniaturized computers designed for portability and everyday use. They offer a wide range of features and functionality, include web browsing, communication, entertainment, and mobile productivity applications.